I am thankful to Bayer Crop Science for inviting me on this occasion. I don't know this slide, there is some problem. Okay. So thank you, Ravi, for your good words about me. And I am thankful to Bayer Crop Science for inviting me on this webinar and giving me an opportunity to share my experience. And I am trying to give a panorama of nematode disease in India. You know, this nematode is an important pest of crops and a potential yield reducer. And you know, this nematode is very small organism. It cannot be seen with the naked eye. However, we can see the nematodes are varying in different shapes. Some of the nematodes, it look like, say, it's a pear shape. Some of them are kidney shaped. Some of them are thread-like filiform organisms. So we can see the diverse kind of the nematodes. But I told you that nematode is an important yield reducer, but the problem is that we have not clearly understood that what extent the nematode cause yield losses. There is an experimental data-based analysis has been done from India. Then it has been found that 10,204 crores, that is equivalent to $1.58 billion in India, loss causes due to nematode. Worldwide yield loss is about 173 billion per year. But this nematode alone cause yield losses. In addition to that, the nematode sometimes in association with other soil-borne pathogens like bacteria, fungi, viruses, it causes havoc yield losses. Sometimes nematode yield damage is not easily understood. And when we see that severe symptom, then we can realize this nematode problem. If we look at that nematode, how it affects to the plant, if we look at the nematode, it primarily attack in the most sensitive part of the plant, that is the root tip, where they congregate together and attack on in mass, and ultimately they break the immune system of the plant. Ultimately, the plant feels irritated and the overall health of the plant is affected. Now, the real problem is that nematode cause damage out of our sight. They steal our nutrient from the nutrient and exploit the and expose to the other plant pathogen. This nematode doesn't cause a no telltale symptom, and that's why it is called farmer's hidden enemy. Now, if you see the symptoms broadly in the plant, which is due to the infection in the plant, we see in the two kinds. Some of the symptoms we guess from the outside, that is mostly general in nature, like stunting of the growth, yellowing of leaves, wilting during daytime. Then some of the nematodes are feeding on the above ground parts of the plant, due to which we find some of the symptoms like leaf spot, twisting, curling, deformations, etc. And below ground symptom, mostly we can see due to the most important nematode, root knot nematode, cause root galling. And then some other nematode also induce galling or soiling symptom. And nematode cause huge loss of the feeder roots, due to which the plant is unable to offtake the nutrients, and those symptoms in above ground we can visualize. Nematode also can cause the lesions, and some of them, some nematodes also cause some internal damage in the root systems, and ultimately the whole plant suffer. Now we see that how the stunting symptom we can visualize. Here we can see this one nematode attack on the tomato plant during the seedling stage, and we uproot it, see that there is a huge galling. Ultimately, the whole this plant is unable to produce any yield. Similarly, in another plant, we can see the pointed gourd. Here you can see the yellowing of the leaves, and there is a infection in the root that we can see by exposing the soil, and ultimately the overall growth of the plant is severely affected. Some case we can see the plant is showing wilting symptom during daytime. Probably that is due to that limited uptake of the water, and daytime they wilt and nighttime they become normal. And I told you that some of the nematodes are attacking on the above ground parts, and thereby they are causing chaffy grains, then distortion of the flower like tuberose. And some nematodes are also causing severe damage in the nursery stage, and they affect the germination. Then ultimately we'll get the few seedlings in the nursery. So nematodes are of diverse kind, and in India, if we list out this top 10 nematodes, the topmost nematode is the root knot nematode that affect crops or attack. The second most important, the cyst nematode. There are two genera, Heterodera and Globigerina. They attack again the different crops. Then lesion nematodes, they are mostly problem in this chickpea, then vegetables, pulses, and other fruits and plantation crops. Then reniform nematode, it is sometimes considered is the second most important after root knot nematode, that affect the large number of crops in vegetables, oilseed, cotton, pulses, and fruits. And I told you that above ground feeding plant parasitic nematode like Aphelencodes baecae that cause serious problem in rice and tuberose. The another nematode that is mostly problem in our South India in different crop, important crop like banana, coconut, plantation, even some of the ornamentals crops and spices crops. And one nematode that was known long time back, that Anguina TTC in wheat and barley. Now this nematode is not a serious problem in India. Then citrus nematode is present in almost all citrus growing areas. Then one nematode that is rice stem nematode, it causes the Ufra disease. It is found in rice in limited pocket in India like Assam. Then spiral nematode, that is one nematode that causes the surface lesion in the banana and rice. These are the top 10 nematodes in India. I am just going to show you that we have worked out this how nematode is distributed in India. I told you these 10 top 10 nematode, they are widely distributed. Some of the nematode are limited to southern parts like the Rhodopus similis I told you. Then some nematodes are limited to the temperate part. Some of them are eastern part. I'm not going to tell in detail. Detail is available in this book published as the distribution of economically important plant parasitic nematode atlas. It is available online. It has been published by ICR. Anybody can visualize. Now, if you see that how nematode cause damage to this plant, and that is irreparable damage, so we cannot correct these plants having this infection. This is one of the root I have shown it, pointed gourd infected by root knot nematode. It was complete deformation. Then almost in similar way that human being are also living with this filaria disease. And this is also caused by the nematode. So once the deformation is caused by the nematode in the plant, it cannot be repaired or corrected in the mid-time. The most important nematode is the root knot nematode. We call to the farmers, then how it can be identified. We call it a root galling. And this galling or this formation of the small galls are not, it is over sometimes confused on the other leguminous crop have the nodules or not. And these nodules can be easily detached, but here the root knot nematode knots cannot be detached. Another important problem in the farmers is that the farmers sometimes come up with this problem like that galling or some kind of clapped root symptom in the mustards and other cruciferous crops. But this is not due to the nematode. You know, the mustard crop and cruciferous crops are to some extent is called, sometimes it is called enemy plant. So this is due to another fungus causing the clapped root system problem in the cruciferous crops, including the mustard. But cruciferous crops are again attacked by the root knot nematode also. When you see the symptoms in underground part on the plants, then we sometimes see huge gall, sometimes we find the mild gall, but we have to look through this plant. If you see there are nematodes are laying eggs on the roots that form the egg mass that are this look like a creamy white color, and these egg mass contain huge number of eggs. These are dislodged in the soil, and once we harvest the crop, they remain in soil and survive, and they affect on the next crop. Now I'm coming to show the some of the disease symptoms, some of the important crop like cereals, wheat and rice. And the wheat crop, this I know this Mollier disease is very important. And you can see the field situation, it's a variety. This is the cyst form living in the soil. We can see that how plant is going to be affected like yellowing and stunting of the plant. And once we treated with this chemical, then Dr. Walia, a patient here, he visited the field. We can still find some of the varieties have their infection and showing yellowing and stunting symptoms. and we confirm that these symptoms are directly related to the infection of the nematode. Here we can see the white or creamy white color. The female is attached with the root. Thus you can confirm this presence of the nematode. Then wheat crop is also not spared by this rice root knot nematode that is attacking in this. This is the symptom we recovered from this field, farmer's field, and we found that galling, this typical gall, we can see terminal spindle sepate gall that is caused by rice root knot nematode in wheat. And this is the nematode. I told you this has been reported long time back. Now it is now not found widely in India, and it is claimed that it has been eradicated. And this disease has association with some bacteria causing the Tundu disease. Now this most important nematode in India is distributed is this rice root knot nematode Graminicola. It is basically problem in the rice nursery. And if you see the nursery here, yellowing symptom, and if you, this can be easily confirmed by uprooting some of the seedling, you can see the terminal gall that is hook shaped, and these galls are forms beads, and the beads contain the females and the males as well as the egg masses. This can survive in the soil, and the next crop also going to affected by this presence of this nematode. In addition to the rice, there are a number of weeds are found like Vaccaria, then Echinoclea. These are also present. You can see huge number of nematodes are surviving in the field. Another important nematode, that is white tip nematode. It is found in the rice, and we can see the symptom in the vegetative state as the white tip nematode as a terminal tip showing the 2 to 3 centimeter white color, and later stage you can see the chaffy grains. And these grains can, from the grain we can recover the nematode. This can be seen in boro and rice season in India. This is the severe symptom I received from one of the officers, and it was confirmed due to this presence of white tip nematode Aphelencoides baetii. And another symptom we recovered it from this. You can see corrugations of the leaf before the panicle initiation, and we recovered the nematode that Aphelencoides baetii. Thus, these nematodes are causing in the crop, but Aphelencoides baetii is a problem in India because there are some parts of India like West Bengal, Odisha. There is a cultivation system and rice and tuberose are grown simultaneously. So nematode infect both tuberose as well as the rice. So the white tip nematode is a major problem in rice as well as in tuberose. The nematode I told you, the Sufra disease, it is still restricted to in this Assam, some parts where deep water rice condition, floating rice is grown. You can see the typical symptom of the panicle is stuck inside the seed, and this is called solenufra. Sometimes we see the panicle is coming out, but partial grains, chaffy grains are found. The vegetable crops are mostly affected by the nematode, and I can list out this large number of the vegetable crop. This is one field. You can see the cucumber, this bitter gourd field. Here the farmers are showing this field has the hardly yielding any crops, and almost all crops are affected by the root knot nematode. You can see the galling and severity of the galling. This is another field of okra. This is in Gujarat. Then here you can see this patchy growth and yellowing, stunting of the plant, and this again by the root knot nematode. And this is another field we visited in the Mizoram, where in the riverside the farmers are growing pumpkin. Here the pumpkin plants are severely affected by the root knot nematode. This is another plant, it is used as a vegetable cross, Bacillus genus, and this is also severely affected. It is the most susceptible to the root knot nematode. Here you can see the pointed gourd field where farmers are harvesting gall instead of the crop. And we can see this cucumber root is going to be completely destroyed by secondary infections. And here you can see bottle gourd, ash gourd, and there is a huge infection and shows like a string of knots are found in the root system. This is the field where farmers grown the pointed gourd in the cropping system, in this intercrop with this onion, and farmers didn't get any fruits from the pointed gourd, but he harvested the galls and showing to us. And this is the field. You can see from that distance, can easily understand that how nematode was damaged. And here you see the yellowing of the plant. And here you can see closely observe in the root region. You can see that galls are being exposed, and it can be visualized from the outside. And this is the plant we call the dolichos, have the severe galling, and many other crops. And potato crops are also severely affected. And you can see how the root knot nematode affecting the quality of the potatoes. And you can see cut the potato, you can see the females are inside the potato, and thereby you can confirm this presence of the nematodes. Now this is the potato cyst nematode. It was first reported from Uti and Tamil Nadu. Now it has been reported from this Jammu, Uttarakhand, and then Himachal Pradesh. And you can see how the females it attached to the root. And this is another problem in the potato, particularly for cultivation in the temperate climates. And I told you these cauliflowers and cruciferous crops are least attacked by nematode, but there are certain situations, there is a huge soil population. We find that cauliflower crops are also affected. Now we can see this tomato plant, how they're going to be affected, then beetroots, and we can see the turnip, and then we can see carrot, all are affected by the root knot nematode. Here you can see some of the vegetables like these leafy vegetables like amaranths are also there, then asgoat, then cowpea, they are severely affected by the root knot nematode. Now I'm coming to the few fruit crops where the root knot nematode is a major problem. Like pomegranate, you can find the decline of the pomegranate and the root systems are severely damaged by the nematode. This is the passion fruit in the Mizoram. We found that there is severe infestation. This is the major threat in another root knot nematode in guava cultivation in India. It is going to spread throughout the country and it is being transported to this infected seedlings. This is the field of the farmer where you can see the plant has almost died, and we will expose the root and find that how severely affected this plant. And the seedlings or the planting material they are incubating here are preparing to transplant is also have severe infestation. Root knot nematodes are also problem in banana, and if it is this early stage, the field is infested in the sucker you are going to transplant, it is going to be severely affected by the root knot nematode. The burrowing nematode is causing a toppling problem because this whole root system is damaged, reproduction followed by secondary infection, and then this whole plant is unable to bear their fruits and suddenly they fall on the ground. This is a toppling symptom you can see. This is another nematode, the Melodogania indica. It was first reported from Delhi and subsequently it has been reported to be causing citrus decline in Gujarat. You can see that Melodogania indica in the Gujarat, and even also in Rajasthan, some neem tree it has been reported. Root knot nematode is not even is a problem in the papaya cultivation in the nursery as well as in the main field. You can see the how seedlings are going to be affected. Recently, I found that there is a new crop is coming up in this farmer's field like dragon fruit, and dragon fruit is also showing this above ground part, the yellowing symptom, and we exposed the root, we found that is a severe infestation of the root knot nematode. Now this root knot nematode is a problem in spices crops like the onion, then we can see the problem in garlic and also turmeric and the pepper. Here we can see the onion also attacked by the Melodogania graminicola. And so these are the new problems are coming up. This polyhouse, the nematode problem is a biggest threat, and in India, most of the polyhouse are going to be severely affected by root knot and reniform nematode. Here I have picked up few the photograph like cucumber, it is a polyhouse, and the capsicum, then tomato, then this is the severity of infection. The managing is a major challenge. Now I'm coming to the fiber crops, jute and cotton. Here the jute is major crop grown in West Bengal, Odisha, and Assam. Here you can see that how plant is going to be affected, and sometimes the nematode is the simultaneous infection by this Macrophomina and Ralstonia is causing wilting of the plant. And cotton plant are also attacked by the root knot nematode that we have seen some of the photographs we have seen in Maharashtra, and we have seen the reniform nematode is also a problem in the cotton cultivation. Now coming to the flowers and ornamentals, I told you this Paphlangordis basis is a major problem causing complete distortion, deformation of the flower stick that you can see that you see the normal healthy flower stalk. It is once it is attacked by the nematode, this is a foliar nematode causing complete distortion and deformation of flower and causing complete yield losses. And this is the one resistant variety we have explored it, and it has been very effective for managing the nematode. Root knot nematode also attack on the tuberose crop, and here you can see the severity of infection, and the whole field is unable to produce any flower stick. Nematodes are also attacked on the above ground parts and produce symptoms, and also the onion, this Aphelangordis basie on the onion, as well as also Aphelangordis iridescens on the chrysanthemum. Nematode attack on the Gerbera. This is a problem in this Karnataka area, and we have seen this is a severe infestation of root knot nematode. Balsam is grown in the open field sometimes, and it is broadcasted, and we find that the balsam crops are severely attacked by the root knot nematode. Now I'm coming to the pulse and oilseed crops and tobacco, and these are the some photographs I'm showing that how these pigeon pea plants are also attacked by the root knot nematode. Then this is the rajma. Then this is the cowpea. I have already shown to you this another nematode, the lichen nematode. I told you this is causing lesion in the roots, and above ground symptoms are showing that this is unthrifty plant and there is a poor growth and the plant sometimes the wilting symptom. This is caused by the Petalingos thorni in the chickpea. And the Heterodora casenae, the pigeon piscis nematode is a problem for cultivation, the pigeon odohor and many other leguminous crops. And this pigeons of the nematode can be easily seen in the field. There is unthrifty growth. Some of the plant are showing a standing symptom. If you pick up this plant, you can see that the female attached, the pearly white symptom can be seen in the root. And the root knot nematode also attack on this ground nut, and this is causing severe damage both on the nuts as well as on the root system. Now this tobacco crop is severely attacked by the root knot nematode. There you can see the severity of the infestation. Now I'm coming to the medicinal aromatic plant. The mentha plants are also severely attacked by the root knot nematode. Then overall this stand of the field is also severely affected, and we get this less these essential oils. These are the some symptom of the mentha plant. And in addition to the mentha, there is a henbane. There is another medicinal plant that is also attacked. The nematodes survive in the field on the many other, the weed host. The weed is the potential reservoir. I told you this Melodogani gramicola is going to be unmanaged because there are a number of alternate hosts are there in the field, and therefore it is very difficult to manage in the field. And if you pick up the any plant on the roadsides or in the cultivated field, you can see the weeds are also reserving this alternate host of the root knot nematode that spread from these sides of the fields to the main field. Now I am going to conclude my whole presentation that hardly any plant which is not attacked by the nematode. So every plants are being attacked, and they are being suffered by one another ways, and directly they are affecting on the crop overall health, thereby causing the low yield. And also the most important thing, we must understand the weeds are the reservoir of the nematodes, and we must create the awareness among the farmers so that they can understand the presence of the nematode in the field, and accordingly they can plan for managing in advance, and also say they can planning of their crops so that crops are not being affected. So it is important to know that the soil nutrients along with the presence of the other pathogens in the soil. So knowing the soil health, and then we can determine that how to be the plant health, and ultimately the good plant health will yield the better and quality produce. And I acknowledge this in this presentation that some of the photographs I have taken from the different sources. This is only for academic and farmers awareness purpose. I have no other intention or for commercial interest. So with this, I thank you for Ravi for giving me this opportunity to present this thing, and also I thank the Bayer Crop Science for sharing my experience through this presentation. Now over to Mr. Ravi. Thank you,
Doctor. Thank you so much, Dr. M.R. Khan, for that very, very insightful presentation. And it's a matter of absolute pleasure that we have got, luminaries like you joining us in this particular webinar. I'm told that there are many, many farmers from across the country who are joining us.